We have shit for fucking poor people. Who buys our shit? I don't buy Campbell products barely anymore. So I don't think, now that I know what the fuck in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, look at meat, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. So after, I'm just going to say after pretty much Thanksgiving, it's too late to pretty much try to warn people. Food is already cooked and things of this nature. But during the point of Thanksgiving and after, right? If you decide to still mess with Campbell soup, I'm talking to the Black Americans specifically. If you still decide to mess with Campbell soup and you still want to buy their products, whatever happens is specifically on you. You got to understand and know that you are dealing with people that do not like you, that do not care for you at all. You're listening to the maker or the owner, or whoever it is. I don't care who he is, right? He's a higher up, and he's sitting up here saying that he doesn't even mess with his own products. He doesn't even eat his own products. If you have an owner that does not use their own products or eat their own products or uses their own products, why should you then buy said product? That means that there is a problem. If that same owner is sitting up here saying like, well, my family, we don't deal with this. I don't allow my kids to do this and this, that, and there may be some issues. There may be some problems specifically there with that, especially if I'm talking about dealing with food, things that are edible. I mean, I could put this directly towards the medical field, and these are things that I've talked about before, but I'm going to leave that directly to the side and bring that up a little bit in the future when things come up, which I know they will. But dealing with this again, Campbell soup, he's saying that he just makes it and sells it directly for poor people. Why would he, deal with that? Why would he eat that? He doesn't eat that. That's a problem. That is a problem. So after today, because again, like I said, I know that it's pretty much late and people have already cooked and prepared their food. After Thanksgiving, if you are Black American and you still have Campbell soup products directly in your house, or you're still going to the store and buying these things after Thanksgiving, because again, like I said before, I just found out about this video, you are a fool. You 100% are a fool. And for a lot of people that are going to decide that they don't care and they're still going to eat it, regardless of whatever is in there, that's completely stupid. He's telling you that it's stuff in there that realistically you shouldn't be. He doesn't even eat it. I promise you, the stuff that is in his refrigerator that comes from whatever markets that he goes to are vastly different. Are vastly different and how natural they are versus what you have in your refrigerator. Like I said, he's rich. He's a part of that 1%. And you got to understand that the 1% looks at the rest, which means the middle class and the poor, pretty much poor versus rich. They look at everybody else who was under them as cattle, as sheep, as lambs for the slaughter. They want to sit up there and get everybody as fat as possible so that they can make money both hand over fist. So they making money directly off of the medications that they have to give to people who are, overweight and having medical conditions. They're making money off of the hospitals because they too own or have shares or whatever it is directly in the hospital. They're making money off of the insurance companies. They're making money off of the doctors and off of the nurses because they both get kickbacks when it deals with giving patients these trial types of drugs and medications. They're making money off of the pharmaceutical industry because they have their hands directly in that as well. They're making money directly off of the morgues because we all know that somebody and everybody has to go at some point. So they're making money off of the caskets. They're making money off of the churches. They're making money off of the suits. They're making money off of the embalming fluids. They're making money directly off of your organs and many other things of the such. So again, if you really look at this, it's one large farm. And there's a few people directly out here who own these farms and who are making money off of these farms, right? Pay very close attention. Just like how we have, McDonald's, a billion burgers or whatever it was, like basically sold like more than a human population, or however it was that they basically put, I think it was like 8 billion or something like that, right? How is that even possible, right? And again, only so few people, the families, own a lot of these industries and these corporations, just like you have so few owners who actually own the United States, and they rule over the lesser classes directly out there. And because they rule over the lesser classes, again, they treat them just like sheep and cattle. They get them all full and fat and plump, so that they can slaughter them.
at the end of the day and get the money directly out of them that they invested a variety of ways. So like I said, if you decide after hearing this video and listening to this guy say this, and I think I might have replayed it twice, you are a fool, you're playing yourself, and you are your own worst enemy at the end of the day. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.